I'm at the Suzuki dealership where I signed the paperwork for a brand new superbike, the GSX-R1000R. We'll take it for an in-depth review. We'll use it 1 week, everyday use, at the office, a few tests outside the city, but let's check first the bike. Now this is the Suzuki GSX-R1000R. It's a superb bike. Look at these colors. We have the R version that has show-up balance-free forks, a quick shifter and auto blipper, and also a lightweight battery. Let's check the engine sound at first. I'm so eager to start it. Very nice. The Euro 4 makes it sound like an electric bike, but it's lovely. I can't wait to take it out for a run. There's a lot of traffic ahead, but here's the cool part when riding a superbike in the city. It's very narrow. Let's try it. Woohoo! I don't know if it's the BB guy or just the engine sound, but it makes a huge roar when you pull the gas. It's insane. I want to do it more often. Today I played a bit with the bike. I tested the traction control and the ABS system. For the traction control, I've spotted that it has 10 stages. You can switch between them very easy. I will show you in a bit. And you can switch it off, which is a very cool thing. The ABS is not switchable, but the brakes are very good, I would say, for the city. I think I would have some minor problems on track with them. Just arrived at home, first day with the GSX-R1000R. A very powerful bike, lightweight, flickable, there's almost no traffic with it. I can't wait. Day 2, stay with me. Day 2, it's a bit rainy. Let the bike to heat up and then I'll go to work. I have to put my traction control on a softer intervention mode, and also I have to put it on a softer output mode, an engine mode. Maybe I'll go with B and try it, or C. We will see. I'll tell you when I'll arrive at the office. We wanted to check the difference between dry and wet asphalt braking. So the difference is clear. On wet asphalt, the bike needs a few more meters to come to a complete stop. I had to do some adjustments with the electronic system so I can go out on rain. I put the traction control on a higher level, and also the engine mode, the power mode, I went from A to B just to be sure that I won't get big punches from the powerful engine. So far so good, but I still have to ride some miles until home. Another day with the Suzuki GSX-R1000R. It's very cold outside, I'm on the highway. I took it for a spin. I wanted to see the wind protection and I wanted to test the bike at higher speeds. I'm amazed, it's not vibrating at all. It's lovely to ride it, and the engine is pushing 5th or 6th gear. It's pushing very good. A pair of heated grips and a cruise control would have been very useful in this weather and on the highway, but I can handle it without them. Oh, and I forgot, I even got a ticket for not being able to present my papers, my documents. Thanks God it's not for speeding. Today I took out the GSX-R for a 300 km ride on my favorite road. Here's what I felt. There's more usable power from the engine. After 10,000 RPM, the VVT kicks in and the engine feels like it's revving more freely. There's a massive power output when this happens. Will put a big smile on your face. The mid-range delivery is exactly what you need for daily use. The fueling is a bit rough when opening and closing the throttle, but this is a Suzuki touch and you will get used to it. The vibrations are the usual ones for a little bike. Nothing to worry about. The GSX-R has now a new LCD dash that features a lot of useful information. Besides the gears you are in and traction control or riding mode, it shows the battery charging level and the range. Ride-by-wire throttle, 3 riding modes, the classic A, B and C from Suzuki. I've only switched to B mode when it was rainy. No matter the power mode, the output is smooth and easy to modulate. The throttle gives you a predictable feeling. This makes the new GSX-R a great road bike. It has an EMU-based ABS and traction control. The traction control has 10 levels and off. From 1 to 4, it's meant for track use. From 5 to 8 for street, and 9 and 10 are for wet conditions. After 5, the intervention is more severe. The power cuts off very quick. I had the chance to ride it on a rainy day and tested the traction control in real time. I'm satisfied with the output, but even on rain, the higher levels are a bit too much for my taste. ABS does a great job when accidentally locking the rear, but on dry asphalt the front kicks in a bit too soon for my taste. The braking system is more than enough for street use, but I think Suzuki cut the expense a bit too much combining the Brembo calipers and discs with rubber hoses. The quick shifter feels very reliable. You won't miss a gear change. Although it feels a bit spongy at first, after you get used to it, it becomes natural. The show-up BFF will give you a plush ride even at a sportier pace. However, you might need to adjust it a bit to handle bumpy roads. This is what I felt today, or some uneven surfaces. The handling still keeps a bit of older model stiffness, but nothing to worry about. There's minimal effort to switch the bike from a side to another. The lighter frame and overall reduced dimensions makes the GSX-R1000 a real race bike. Filtering with this bike is a walk in the park. The mirrors height are just an inch below the car mirrors, so you can handle it with no problems. As for build quality, I've noticed some cost reduction here and there, but otherwise it looks quite good. Especially in this color, I love it. It makes me think about MotoGP. After a day-long ride, my adrenaline level is pretty high. My back is hurting a bit, maybe because I'm not used to riding sports bikes on a long distance. But I'm happy with the ergonomics and comfort level of the new Suzuki GSX-R1000. It's definitely in my top 3 regarding the comfort. Is it a ready-to-have-fun bike for the weekend? Yes, it is!
This is my favorite part of the test. I've pulled a few laps on track with the GSX-R1000R and I'm completely impressed. The king of superbikes seems to be back in business. The bike feels very natural on track. The engine is friendly and delivers the power smooth but convincing. At first I treated it like a 600 and tried to keep it over 10,000 RPM, just to hear the VVT at work. But that's not necessary. The mid-range comes in very helpful. It feels like a 750 on track, and it's easy to steer from a corner to another. The suspension has an impressive performance. You won't need any fancy internals. The Showa BFF can handle a small championship race without any emotions. The traction control was there in case anything bad happened. I left it on level 3, but I didn't feel not even once an intervention. Besides the traction control, Suzuki also has a launch control system that comes in handy when choosing to race. The brakes will get on your mind a bit, knowing that the rubber lines can fade at any moment. The blipper is brilliant when riding on track, and the quick shifter helps you go faster to the gears on the straights. Overall, the bike keeps the old Gixxer character, and I must say it packs a lot of potential to help you win a round with a stock setup. So here's what I learned after a week with the Suzuki GSX-R1000R. The VVT, it's like a voodoo that unleashes the engine power. You can use it for daily commuting to work, but mind yourself in the city. Forget about taking a passenger, she will hate you after 5 minutes. Be sure you'll find a gas station at every 200 kilometers. My first update for the Gixxer would be a set of braided steel lines.